Well, the year's 1973. That's the year I came to Chillicothe, Ohio. And when I got here, I will be honest, I said, Fred, what the heck are you thinking? I mean, there was about 20 people in the church, and before I started to preach, half of them would leave. And at one point, they even tried voting me out. Well, like I just said, you can't get rid of Fred Fox. And I'm still here, aren't I? Now, some of them tried to say I was a rebel. Yeah, I might have worn some short shorts and some flip-flops and a tie-dye shirt, but I don't see what the problem was.
Okay, so you want to know about the 80s? Well, maybe, was that the time? No, that hadn't happened yet. Or did he? No, he wasn't here yet either. Well, I gotta tell you the truth. When you've been at someplace for 40 years, you kind of black out a whole decade. So it's not much I really know about the 80s. But a thing I do remember is the church was growing a lot, and I think the reason was this. Oh, and also, Designing Women came on.
Things really started to take off in the 90s. We had a brand new sanctuary with a baptismal, and while it was great for baptisms, it was even better whenever I needed a break. Another big thing in the 90s, which I didn't understand, is new members always thought they needed to give me a W-2 just to join the church, but I only required a paycheck stub. But the best part of the 90s was we went a whole year without having one board meeting. Man, that was a great year.
So, over the last 40 years of ministry, I've really had a lot of time to reflect and look back on my life. And, there's a lot of questions I get, and one of those questions is, after 40 years, how do you keep coming up with sermons? And I'll tell you, it's really easy. I got this filing cabinet with all these old sermons from the past, and I just pull them out and use that. And I also listen to a lot of Joyce Meyer. And one thing that makes it bearable, really, after all these 40 years is a great staff. And so I said to them, how about the Ross County Fair? Sorry. And I have a great staff, okay? So, there is some frustrations with being a minister, and after 40 years, I go to district conference and they give me a certificate for 40 years of work. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on a 40-day vacation. No, I'm going to go on a 40-week vacation. And the only decision I'm going to have to make is to take the blue PT or the red PT. And I